I told you I'm putting a lot of money trying to take care of my community, the Champions Club. Remember, when you commit to the Champions Club, what do you get? Your own locker.
Level 857 Video Game Podcast.
Dr. Disrespect, you know that streamer guy? He wants to join Netflix Gaming as a platform's first big streaming star. So, you know what's funny? We were talking about Netflix doing some gaming, right? We were talking about them they said they're doing some mobile games. Right. And I was like, that never even came to mind that they might even dabble in streaming. And I was like, that would work out perfect for Netflix because it's a streaming service.
Yeah, they stream movies, so.
It's ridiculous. So, Dr. Disrespect, he said, you know, he has a plan. He said, he just threw this out there. He said, how about you guys go into this streaming stuff for gaming, and I'll be the main guy, the main dude
the
for
main
your.
Man.
Oh man, come on.
See, I'm trying to throw you a pass over there.
Man, why you saying that for?
My main man. But
Main man.
so since he doesn't work for Twitch anymore because of something that we don't really know, he's been on YouTube, and he's not really happy with what's been going on with YouTube. So as far as how much money he can be making, as far as the plans that he would like to do, he's throwing those options to Netflix. And just for him bringing them up, it can be a big move for them.
Yeah, right.
Because it takes a lot of money to start a streaming service. And as far as it's only Amazon and Google right now who are really doing the streaming with Twitch and YouTube. So the fact that you can do something and just jump in there and have someone as big, I mean, this is a big streaming dude. Like he's a pretty popular face to get to give you knowledge of what people want in streaming.
Yeah.
So if they actually listen to this and listen to his plans, I think they have a very good chance of actually making some waves in the streaming world. And it could be, beneficial to everybody who's streaming out there.
You mean
so,
level 857?
Yeah.
Yes, to us too. Yes.
Wait,
We've been streaming.
You mean we could do the podcast through Netflix?
Hey, listen, if they want to, we can represent y'all too. Y'all don't need Dr. Disrespect. Y'all can just get us.
Yeah, man. That's fine. Let's do a proposal now. Let me start.
We don't have 200.
Cheap, man. We work cheap.
on,
we don't
man.
even need to get paid. Give us a hot meal.
I think they want the viewers. I said, what?
Just give us a hot meal on the 6-pack. We good.
Yeah, we work on beer, man. That's it.
Yeah, that's all.
Who's we?
Get him a bottle of
I
tequila.
speak for everybody. Let me start.
Well, Dr. Disrespect's very, very disappointed in the amount of people and how hard it is to stream on YouTube. He said it was very much easier to stream on Twitch, as far as you don't have to set up thumbnails, you don't have to set up all this stuff in advance. You don't have to you just do your tags and that's it. You're done. But as far as him actually doing this thing, he's not making or getting the fan base that he did have on Twitch. So instead, his low end fan base is 250,000 live views. Right. And I'm like, yeah, that's low end for him. He could have in the millions. He could be in the millions on Twitch.
Can you imagine streaming that?
Yeah. I mean, how do you respond to those people? How do you respond to those people? It's just a blur of words. You have to put it in slow motion.
Oh, we got John Riggs in the chat. John Riggs in the place.
John Riggs, what's going on, man? Why ain't you here?
John Riggs.
Yeah, right.
We've seen you've been traveling, so you got to make it down here.
Actually, we found out that this was a lot in person.
Yeah.
Very, very late.
We knew the whole time, man. Ever since we heard.
For 2 weeks.
Yeah, exactly. That's enough time.
That's enough
It's
time.
been all week long.
Ridge, you can still make it here. Just catch that flight right down.
We'll wait for you. We'll wait.
But yeah, man, I'm glad that these things are open again right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then we can actually attend these things. This is what we're talking about.
Oh, yeah.
Hell yeah.
But to get back to the news, so so some of the things that he said, let's see. He's trying to get this stuff started. And like I said, dude, Netflix, who knows if they're even listening to this? But for someone as powerful as Dr. Disrespect,
Yeah.
what a name, his name.
That's a
He
villain.
is. He is a villain.
It's a villain.
Funny, man.
But he said, let me see what he says. He says he'd be open to taking a seat at Netflix as not just a streamer. He want to be at the table trying to get the big cut.
Head of the table.
Not that I don't know about the head of the table.
Acknowledge him.
He's not going to get acknowledged at all. But he said hair in a ponytail and sunglasses have to be in effect. But he wants to be at the table and he wants to get some of that cut because obviously he sees big numbers in Netflix. And if they were serious about doing this gaming thing,
Right.
I would be like, yo, forget about the mobile games. Forget about that whole thing.
Yeah.
Like if you're gonna have it, they have it secondary to your streaming service.
Yeah.
Right.
Like that's how you're gonna keep people. They want people to stay on Netflix and use just that.
Right.
Yeah.
Just do that.
That's a lot better.
They're gonna stay there.
You have a built-in audience already. How many? Everybody has Netflix.
That's a big
huge
audience.
Huge audience, man.
And they're already paying. If it's just to be there
Right.
to add and not charge them anything extra, why
Right.
wouldn't you do that?
Level 857 flicks.
Hopefully they do that, man.
Feel me?
Hopefully they do that.
What you talking about flicks?
Flicks.
You lucky they can't see you
Hold
wicked.
on, hold on.
Yeah, man. Come on, man.
Are you having a seizure?
What flicks you talking about?
Oh, well, yeah.
Check.
We're talking about games, man.
Link in bio with Chalk. Man. Chalk
They
know.
don't link in the file. Not about that. Not about
No
that.
OnlyFans, man.
Yeah, we were trying to not talk about that today. I mean, since it came up.
You don't want to say it too loud, man.
But listen, he says if they can jump in there, they'd have to take his coaching, get in the lead, and stay in the lead by doing things that Twitch and YouTube haven't put and implemented that he knows that people are asking for,
Right.
and they just won't put it in for some reason. And they said they're taking a big chance if they did, but he's just throwing stuff out. Think about it, and listen, they probably are thinking about it because that hit me like a ton of bricks. I was like, what the hell? That's like a layup. Why wouldn't you do that? And if he's offering it, I mean, what? You got money. You're wasting so much money on all these properties for movies. Throw it into throw a quarter of that into this investment for streaming, and it'll come back tenfold.
Just organize a meeting and hear him out.
But how you gonna take this guy? How you gonna take him seriously
Well,
at the
that's the
table?
problem. Well, that's the
With
problem.
them glasses and,
Well, that's the problem.
and the
That's his
wig.
character,
That's the
man.
problem.
He has to be serious.
Because if that's the
No, he's gonna
representation
be-
of what you're going to be allowing on,
No, he's going to be like that
Netflix,
the whole
like,
time. He's going to stay in character.
They're going to be like, oh, y'all like this? Y'all a bunch of goofballs.
I'd be like, listen, when I'm here at the meeting, I will take this stuff off.
Yeah,
Listen
yeah,
to me.
seriously.
We
No,
got you plan this.
I've watched some of his streams. These are actually pretty funny.
Don't take a
People
picture
like
of me
him,
but-
without my costume.
But
Yeah,
I've seen
exactly.
him. No, I've seen him do other podcasts out of character.
He's done it by
as
mistake.
a regular person.
He's done it by mistake.
Yeah.
And then
Well,
he's like, forget it. Fine.
No, he's done it as a regular person before.
I remember when he first did it, and he's like, the camera's off. He took his stuff off. He's like, yeah, man, blah, blah. Oh, we got him on
He's a
film.
normal person.
We got him on film. That's a fake costume.
Oh, he's
and
a
he's
human.
like, all right, man. Y'all got
You
me.
couldn't tell that.
Y'all got me.
You couldn't tell it was fake.
He said he has some other ideas about movie templates and film viewing parties and premieres and all that. Like, he's not just coming in there like, oh, I'm just going to stream and
He's
call
got
it
his
a
whole
day.
pitch. He's got his pitch.
Yeah, it's a big pitch
Okay.
there. So he says, come on, guys, imagine it. Cameras built into the movies. Come on. Prepackaged templates for movies for people who want higher production streams. And then you can stream your movie and I know they had the party viewing thing where you can
Right.
watch it with other people.
Right.
But this is just another implementation of that.
Yeah.
With games, he said, have a streamer in the corner, watching them while you're watching your movie. Like, whatever keeps the people there, people want to
That's a
do
lot
that
of shit,
anyway.
though.
People do that anyway.
Yeah.
People have constant people watching this stream and another stream and another stream.
Yeah.
All at the same time. Everybody does
guess.
things like multitasking is
Well,
serious.
if anything, Netflix can do is they can research all that. They have the data that they can look at and analyze it, and they'll be able to figure that out.
And if they don't,
'Cause they
then
didn't say
another one
anything.
bites the dust. If you don't hear that in the background.
Demonetized.
Bites the dust. Stupid.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a risk, but it's a big risk. If it's good, that's a ton of money that they're just passing up on if they don't do.
Yeah, man.
It's a lot of money.
I mean,
let us-
Netflix did pretty well with the Castlevania anime, and
They're doing good with their video game franchises. They're not.
I consider that Voltron that they released anime. So
Well, no, I'm saying they have a big. They've done that, and now I used to think like, why would I watch Netflix for anime? And now I'm like,
Oh, it's all over.
shit. Now they
It's
got some great
all-
anime
it's
on
all
there.
over
They
it.
just changed the whole infrastructure,
they just got the rest of Hunter x Hunter.
and it's in English.
Right.
So that's why I was like, what was it? Crunchyroll. And I was like, yeah, Crunchyroll had it on lock for people who want like the stuff that's day one and all that stuff in Japanese. But for English, Netflix pretty much took it over. Funimation and all that, that's not even a big deal no more. They're all part of Netflix.
Yeah.
So they did that. They're planning on doing it with games. Let's see. Let's see what happens. Let's see if they get into the streaming game.
Let's see.
Let us know if it's a good idea in the comments.
Only time will tell.